We got a special one today. Kyosuke. Right? Hajimemashite.
Let us begin!
And begin we shall! I can't wait. I just want to hop into it.
Tell us about it.
Guys, Frederic Malle series. We were going to do all the desert gems in one video. We think we're going to split them up. So today we're bringing you the night. The night.
Neither of us have smelled it. I've smelled it one time at the boutique in New York City, and I had to ask for it in the back. And I smelled it, and I remember saying to myself, how much does this cost? And then I immediately disliked it, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna fall in love with it. Like, I'm actually a little afraid that I'm gonna fall in love with this right now.
This is one of those ones. They say it smells like a oud, portrait of a lady. I don't know. I don't know.
Let me get it.
Guys, what do we do? Do we put this on skin?
You know what? Let's just go right on skin. I mean, this right here,
All right.
100 milliliters of this is $2,000.
We got our, I bought, silly, but 2 ml. I bought 2 ml, guys, just for you. Where do we do? Well, let's do it like left hand.
No,
I already have,
we'll do right hand.
I'm gonna go left hand. You go right hand.
All right,
3, 2, and
I got the first spray.
things I do for us.
I don't smell anything. I'm kidding. Whoa! Holy.
Everyone's saying this smells so bad. Out of all the ouds I've had, this is like the most tame.
If you were a designer oud connoisseur, maybe you stepped up and you purchased Promise, then this is going to be off-putting to you.
Let me smell yours. I'm not getting much of anything.
I'm getting a little bit of the rose, but I'm getting a lot of what could be categorized as indolic barnyard oud.
It is like barnyard oud with a portrait of a lady. That's literally what I get. It is soft like that.
This is not a beast.
Everyone's saying it's a beast.
I mean,
it's not a beast.
I mean, we have 2 sprays right here.
It's actually lovely. It's like just mellow to me. Maybe that's because we've been hopping in so deep with the ouds that I'm so used to barnyard punch in the face with a hook kick from a farmhouse. But this is like,
Well, you are getting to that point in your oud journey where if it doesn't smell like a tire fire, you're not into it.
yeah. Although the oud Taiwan was not my favorite, even though that was tire fire. But I could deal with it. But this is like, this is tame compared to what I've smelled, guys.
This is pretty. This is along the lines of the Russian tea oud that you gave me, right? Russian tea oud, so the way you have a fragrance and you add oud to it. It also reminds me of adding oud to Les Indemnidables Vanille Havane, right? The way you take an established fragrance and then throw oud on it. This to me seems like they took some of the rosy facets and the saffrony facets of Portrait of the Lady, and definitely a patchouli aspect to this. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
You know what? I tried to recreate this 2 different ways. I have Portrait of a Lady. I tried layering some of my oud atars, Portrait of a Lady. Then I also did Al Oud, Portrait of a Lady. I almost like them better than this. And I think it smells exactly like this, but more intense on the oud. I almost want more intense on the oud.
I would want something for this price point to be utterly unique.
And I can recreate it by getting Portrait of a Lady and slapping a $50 sample of El Sharif oud and putting that underneath that, you get a better smell. Or not a better, but a more punchy in the face oud with the same top notes.
I don't know if Frederic Malle is I'll bite my tongue here. I was going to say, I don't know if the Frederic Malle clientele who would spend money at this price point would actually want punch in the face oud, but don't worry, we have the moon coming up. So let's just take a look at the description. Maybe that'll be edifying for us. We have notes are rose, saffron, natural oud, incense, and sandalwood.
For this price point, I want to know what rose, what saffron, what oud, what type of incense, and what type of sandalwood.
Let's dig a little deeper. In the Middle East, the sunset represents the start of a new life, according to the blurb, when the absolute emerges. The night is an extraordinary radical work of art, maybe by Frederic Malle's standards, maybe by Dominique Ropion's standards, but I don't think so. The ultimate immoderate oud, clothed in saffron and an ocean of Turkish rose. There's a lot of rose in this. The ingredient rolls and scrolls of incense and sandalwood. This oud, probably the most precious on the market, is the ultimate celebration of the night and its infinite mysteries for the most discerning of connoisseurs. You know, we can guess as to what kind of oud this is, but
Does this smell exactly what you remember from the store?
it does.
I'd be just as happy wearing Portrait of a Lady.
Yes, because we've smelled Dead of Night
Yep.
by Strangelove NYC. And I was curious, I was thinking about bringing it tonight. And that also is another rose oud, astronomically priced fragrance. And I think that one would definitely give like a ridge hand to this one.
Don't get me wrong, like I would wear this. A lot of
100%.
a lot of reviews I saw was like, oh, this is almost like a braggadocious, I got this, but you shouldn't really wear it. No, I would wear this, no problem. This is an easy wear for me. I've been a little bit more daring, but it's definitely Frederic Malle.
Yes.
It's definitely a rose oud, but it's kind of underwhelming to me. I don't know.
There are so many rose ouds. It's such an iconic combination. Rose oud, saffron. So I'm picking up maybe a little leathery facet. I'm also getting some freshness from the rose and maybe the oud.
But see, I think you almost want to like it better than you do.
So that's where we get to the next level, right? The psychological level of perfumery. It's one thing for us to purchase a decant, and this is a mighty decant that you got here, and I hope that you wear this and enjoy the heck out of it when you do.
For sure.
But it's really easy for people on YouTube to go out and buy a decant and then to come on here and be like, well, it doesn't smell the same as blah, blah, blah. It's not like this. I can recreate it, which is rad that you can. But picture this. This might have been somebody's like grail fragrance, or they might be a Frederic Malle completist, and they saved up $2,000 and were like, I'm going to the store to purchase the juice, because it's about the juice with Frederic Malle, because they all have the same presentation. This doesn't come with, you know, rhinestones on the cap or any of that. Like when you buy it, it's just a Frederic Malle bottle.
Yeah.
And that's probably a very special day when you buy that, if you're that kind of person.
I totally agree. I totally agree. And I'm not trying to say that, but for me, I feel like I can recreate this effect for me for the price of Portrait of a Lady and some oud swatches, some oud atars. And it would bring me the same satisfaction, almost even more to kind of layer myself. But
Yeah.
if you're a Frederic Malle diehard fan and you gotta get your nose on it, I mean, it's addicting. It's good.
I love it.
It's great.
I love it.
I do love it too. The price throws me off.
Yeah.
The price really throws me off because I know what I can get elsewhere, but I know you're kind of paying for, well, the name, the perfumer. It's a luxury fragrance. But I'm getting too much of Portrait of a Lady, and slight oud, where I could almost go heavier with the oud. I almost want it to be more punchy in the face for this price, or just something a little different.
And I think you're onto something brilliant here, because you could go hit up like a really good oud purveyor and take your Portrait of the Lady, and you can do it with Hindi oud. You can do it with Cambodian oud. You can do it with Laotian oud, right? You can do it with oud track. I actually would probably like to layer Portrait of a Lady with some Bortnikov ouds. Now that you think about it, get that like double down on the chocolate cakiness of something like oud Senajaraja or something like that. And when you buy those two fragrances, even at like the biggest presentation, you're still at half the price of this.
I mean, Portrait of a Lady, you put 1 or 2 sprays on, everyone's smelling you everywhere. Believe it. It's a beast mode fragrance. I mean, this has that similar thing. I bet you people could smell this. Like, I'm sure it projects, but off the initial smell on yourself, if you're wanting to smell something that just like wow in your face, to yourself, it's lovely, but it doesn't scream at you. I don't know how to describe it. It's so smooth and buttery and floral and rose, and it's buttery, but maybe we're killing the people 10 feet from us. But if you want your own, if you're trying to wear it for you, this is almost like I'm wearing a $2,000 fragrance. That's more of it, rather than actually being satisfied by.
It's boudoir. It's sensual.
Yeah.
It's nice. So what I'm hearing Sensei Christian say is that he doesn't want this decaf. So I'm gonna take this now and leave. I'll see you later.
Sayonara. Come back here.